your boy Akademiks and check it out, because down in Memphis, Tennessee, good old Memphis, okay, that's where the chain snatchers, the robbers, okay, the savages, that's where they're hanging out, okay? Now, pretty much, we're not talking about chain snatching this time. We're talking about some music. It looks like musical competition. I'm hoping it stays there. Now, we got two rappers. They're kind of making some waves, right? We got Yo Gotti, and if you don't know about that Down in the DM song, you know what I mean? You're probably a no pussy getting ass nigga. Or number two, you're probably a fucking simp. Number three, you're probably flexible. Or maybe you just got a girl. Okay, yeah, it sucks the life out of you. But yeah, so if you don't know about that song, that's Yo Gotti's hit song currently. Nicki Minaj just remixed it, and he's putting out a project, this Friday, okay? The project is called The Art of the Hustle, okay? Now, there's another person from Memphis, and some of you guys might know about him. I hope you do, right? His name is Young Dolph. Now, Young Dolph is making a lot of waves, right? Primarily because he's independent, and he represents a lot of shit that people are rocking with. People are really rocking with Young Dolph. Now, he's completely independent, a little bit different from Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti signed to Epic Records, so Epic Records is backing Yo Gotti, but Young Dolph is completely independent, right? Now, the project that Young Dolph is putting out, he's calling it King of Memphis. Now, I mean, listen, a lot of people call them king of whatever, but then it directly contradicts what Yo Gotti been calling himself in the last couple of years. If you look in his bio on Twitter, he says King of Memphis. He also has KOM in his bio, which means, or in his handle, which means King of Memphis. So Young Dolph saying, I'm dropping an album. It's his debut album. He called it King of Memphis. People are saying, whoa, is he taking shots? Is there some tension here? And if you don't know, back in the day, reportedly, Yo Gotti tried to sign Young Dolph, and Young Dolph declined. Okay, he ain't won that cosign, right? So this is what Young Dolph tweeted out. Okay, he tweeted out, my first album, February 19th, King of Memphis. Then he tweeted out, which people think is a shot at Yo Gotti. He says, bro went from being my number one fan and wanting to sign me to be my biggest hater. Facts. He also sent out another tweet, if you didn't think that was at Yo Gotti. He says, didn't need a record deal to become a millionaire. I wiped my ass with all 5 of your advance checks. Okay, and he also said, don't hate me, hate the game. He put up something else on Twitter, but on Instagram, but he later deleted it. It was saying something to the effect of, I bet my album go harder than yours, fuck nigga. Okay. Now, I'm not sure exactly what it is, and maybe if somebody who is in the comment section that's from Memphis, maybe you could tell me if this stretches towards the streets or maybe it's just musical competition. When I see this kind of back and forth a little bit, you always got to remember we're in hip-hop, okay? We're not in a PC society, and we're not in an area of entertainment where everybody's cool and they're just, oh yeah, it's all friends over here. Most of these guys don't like each other. By the way, shout out to Chris Brown. I remember when he said it on Hot 97 one time, he said, yo, this is hip-hop. We're competitive. When somebody got number one, I want that motherfucking number one. I want to be on top at all time. That's the mentality you got to have to survive. So I'm not shocked when I hear or I think people have that mentality, or when I see competition. Hip-hop is a competitive sport. So perhaps Young Dolph says, yo, listen, man, I'm hot right now. I think I'm that nigga. I'm about to take the crown from Yo Gotti, right? Or maybe he says, I don't even acknowledge Yo Gotti having no King of Memphis crown. That's me. Now, you guys as fans could be the judge of that. Maybe you say neither of these niggas got the crown. Maybe you say DJ Paul got the crown. Maybe you say like Juicy J and them. Maybe you don't even agree with both of them. But I do think it's something to be noted what's going on. They're both putting out projects. I think Memphis is having a little run right now, which is dope. And I'm glad it's getting national attention. And believe me, no matter what city you're from, you always want your city or the people or the talented people within your city to get that recognition, because trust me, it puts the national attention on everybody else coming from that city. Okay, if you're from Milwaukee, if you're from even Chicago, if you're from wherever, when somebody or a couple of people get popping within your city, you want to root for them, right? Because once they get that national attention, you'll get more eyes even onto you. So I'm hoping this thing is just like a competition thing. I'm not too sure. As I said, I know back in the day, Dolph didn't take the co-sign or didn't sign to Yo Gotti, but I'm hoping it's not no street shit and just musical competition. This is hip-hop. It's going to be competition, all right? If you don't want no competition, man, you ain't built for this shit. You got to be ready for competition, okay? Get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to your boy Akademiks, man. How about?